classmate and tutor. Today, the topic for today, the teacher English proficiency and classroom language use. Continue, teacher, please. Okay, according to Richard, define teachers language proficiency. Teacher, help me with the pronunciation. The proficiency. Thank you. As one company of teachers, subject knowledge in addition to knowledge as a second language acquisition theory, pedagogical knowledge, curricular and syllabus knowledge, and cultural knowledge. These components are very, very important in our career, like future English teachers, because we need to integrate different components like this knowledge, pedagogical experience in our career for get a good skills, get a good class in different context education. I'll continue, please, teacher. According to Richard, Carter specifies teachers' target language proficiency into components. When give a class or prepare a lesson, it's necessary to take account some aspects very important in a teacher, because when we are going to teach a class, it's necessary to the students or inside the classroom provide good language model for our students. Maintaining use of English in the classroom, because for example, we are going to give a class in English, but nowadays the teacher inside the classroom and start to speak in Spanish. So it's necessary to speak in English all time, giving explanation and structures in English all time for acquire the second language. The students need to interact with the second language. So you need to have to give the opportunities all time to the student explain and understand in English. And also providing examples of words and grammatical structures, giving a clear explanation of meaning of English words and grammatical items. Other thing important is using and adapting updating English material language resources in teaching. Do you know what is the authentic materials? Someone? No? Okay, authentic materials is, for example, videos that YouTube, for example, newspapers, podcast, music, different material, authentic. The authentic material is basically the material that not objective to teach. Yes. So, but this material is very important in the education, because it's more attractive and useful for the students, because the students are very, very visual. Sorry. You can teach English through different resources like this. For example, you can use a video and show the video to the students, and after the students they going to answer questions about this video or different things, very, very important, and useful for learn a second language. Other thing important is monitoring one out speech and writing for accuracy. It's important self-assessment our skills in English, like English teachers. Other thing important is giving current feedback on learning language use. Is important to take account this point, to be attentive to the student, to the question, to the answer in the learning a second language, because learning a second language is a little difficult for them. Other thing important is provide input at an appropriate level of difficulty. In this case, it's necessary to take account the age and level of English of the student. In this case, also it's important to take account the interest of the student, for example, the different topics interest for them, for example, internet, sports, music, food, and different things very important. And the final is engaging in a provisional teacher. Continue, please, teacher. Do you have any question about that? The moment?
No.
Okay, teacher, help me with the pronunciation for the word literature.
Literature. Mira. So, as I was pointing out before, when you see a word that the first syllable is stressed, sometimes you split out in three or two syllables. Literature. Literature. No, it's literature. Literature. Literature.
Literature. Okay. Literature. It's difficult, literature.
Sí, rápidamente en español, a veces sí, palabras que tienen cuatro sílabas quedan en tres. Este es un ejemplo de ello. Podría ser literature, pero no, lo pronuncias literature.
Literature. Okay, thank you, teacher. Okay, it is recognized in the literature that language proficiency does affect how well a teacher can teach a second language. What do you think about it in this case?
It's recognized in the literature that language proficiency does affect how well a teacher can teach a second language. That language proficiency, well, if you ask me, I'm going to say that sometimes you are working with a basic level group and maybe you are making use of advanced words, and what's going to happen is that the students are not going to understand what you are telling them. So you gotta be careful who you are addressing to. You need to know the population you are addressing to, and with that being said, if you are working with basic students, you need to use basic vocabulary. At the same time, you need to be able to pronounce words clearly, otherwise they won't understand to what you want to tell them. Well, this is my opinion, my humble opinion.
Yes, I agree with you. I personally consider it's very important to take account the level of the teacher because the level of the teacher uh, uh, should be according to the level to the students. So it's very important to take account this in the learning teaching process. Continue please the next slide, please. Teachers with a high level of target language proficiency are believed to be more competent in providing specific input for learning, which state is a key principle for successful structured language learning. And what do you think about it, classmate, maybe?
give me give me a moment.
Tenía que madrugar a limpiar esa casa. Esa casa quede limpia. ¿Qué? No, no es contigo. Esa casa quede limpia. Pero yo me voy después.